The following story has been brought to you by StoriesToInspire.org.
I had a student once who came to yeshiva. I was teaching in a yeshiva in Brooklyn, and there was a student who came. He was a top student in NYU, New York University, and he decided to come learn Torah. And he was valedictorian. He was a very, very, very smart young man. Today he heads a yeshiva, he's a Rosh Yeshiva. So I once asked him, I said, his name is Emmanuel. I said, what motivated you to leave behind, he graduated top grades in high school, valedictorian, and got full scholarship into NYU University, becoming a psychologist. Comes from a conservative Jewish family, conservative as in conservative versus Orthodox. I said, what's the Eisgefeld? Why did you come here? And his parents were not pro it, at least in the beginning. So he told me that when he was 4 years old, his mother asked him, what do you want for a birthday? He said, I want a goldfish. So she bought him a tank with a goldfish and put it in the dining room. And he told me I would watch this goldfish all day when I came home from school. And I always found it to be so bored and depressed. It would stay in one place for hours. And then like after 6 hours, it would swim to the other side and remain in a depression there for 12 hours. And I felt so bad, and I decided that the goldfish needs a friend. He told this to me. So he says, I put my hands into the water. I opened the tank. I put my hand in. I took out the goldfish. And sure enough, the goldfish started to jump up and down with so much excitement. And I realized, wow, the fish is so excited to have a friend, to have a comrade. And I put it down on the ground to go tell my mother how brilliant I am. And he said, I put it down on the ground and it's flapping up and down. So springt Mama Shakofas, it's dancing. And I go to the kitchen, I say, Mommy, you have to see how excited the goldfish is to have a friend. She says, what happened? I took it out and it's jumping all over the place. She said, oh no! And she took me back into the dining room as the goldfish gave one more sprung, one more leap. And then it was Yizgadal. It was dead. It was done. And he looked at me and he said, and then I learned one of the important lessons of my life. You could sometimes look at two people and one person is jumping all over the place. Every night they're somewhere else. Every day they're somewhere else. Their life is always changing. They're traveling. They're running here and they're running there, geographically, emotionally, psychologically. You look at another person. They're like in the same spot in the water for days, maybe for years. And you assume one person is bored, numb, lifeless, depressed. The other person is so vibrant and happy. But really, in his words, one of them is jumping all over the place because he's busy dying. And the other person could be in one place because they're busy living. And he says, that's why I came here to yeshiva. It was such a profound observation. This happened many years ago, 2 decades ago. And I still remember when he told me those words. He says, that's why I'm here.
Enjoyed this story? Come again. Bring a friend. StoriesToInspire.org